The Trill government has been lying to their people for centuries, and when they got caught, they kept lying. This is First Contact, where we take a look at one Star Trek species and investigate them to see who they are. The first iteration of the Trill that we're introduced to is in 1991's The Host in Star Trek The Next Generation, where an ambassador, Odin, falls in love with Dr. Beverly Crusher. He, however, is injured and a symbiote has to be transferred into a new body, which Dr. Crusher cannot reconcile the difference in appearance and everything that goes with it. And the symbiote has to remind her that he is the real person and the host is just protecting the symbiont and their existence. This entire idea of the Trill, however, is remade as we're reintroduced to them in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine does a really good job at creating the Trill society, where you see that there are two species, one the symbiont and the other one is the Trill. The Trill are the hosts and the symbionts are the ones that go inside. The symbionts themselves are the ones that contain the memory, the knowledge, everything from their hosts as they go from one body to the next, where the hosts themselves are just one aspect or part of the symbiont's life cycle. We get to see this experience intimately through Jadzia Dax, Jadzia being the host and Dax being the symbiont. The Dax symbiont having been connected to many other hosts before that contain the Dax label. See an interesting experience on what if a symbiont is transferred to a new host, but the spouse of the previous host is still alive to see and meet the new host and symbiont. This was explored in a same-sex relationship concept. When a symbiont transfers hosts, it's not always the same gender. So what if your husband in one life is now a female in the next life, and you meet and speak with them? How do those connections, those romances, continue on? And so seeing how a life cycle is almost reset, you have to, in their idea of connection and letting go, start fresh once a symbiont moves to a new host. According to Trill law, once a symbiont has been transferred to a new host, they are unknown. They are to be treated as strangers, and contact is not meant to be had. We've seen this in experiences through modern Star Trek, where Admiral Vance did not know who the new host was for his old symbiont colleague. And through Jadzia Dax's experience in Deep Space Nine, seeing her partner, there is a romantic connection that these two have, but it is considered inappropriate and against their laws and customs to continue on. It is considered an honor for a Trill to be capable of being a host to one of the symbionts. However, this is where the lie comes in, because the official line is that 1 in 1,000 people can be a host. In Deep Space Nine, they end up discovering that 1 in 2 are more likely to be hosts. That's nearly half of their society. And this was not a discovery. The Commission knew it, and they suppressed it.